Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's performance. We will take you on a tour and journey of immune proportions. Please turn off all electronic devices. Flash photography is strictly prohibited. Sit back and enjoy the show. What was that?
Something strange in your workery. Who are you gonna call? Engine Busters! It's a pathogen, and it don't look good. Who are you gonna call? Engine Busters! I ain't afraid of no virus.
I'm afraid no bacteria. I'm afraid no fungus. I'm afraid no parasite.
You're feeling good. Who are you gonna call? Engine Busters!
Welcome to today's episode of the APC Dating Game. I am the host of today's show. Today's guest is a naive T-cell who is looking for a professional APC to bind to help defeat an E. coli infection.
Like, hey, I'm the really naive T-cell of Rebecca's body, and I'm totally looking for a professional antigen presenting cell to show me the way to help me fight this dirty infection. If you like, please introduce me to my candidate cells.
APC number 1, enjoyed growing up and maturing in the bone marrow. One of his best qualities is that he is incredible. He enjoys clonally expanding and secreting antibodies in his spare time. APC number 2 grew up in the bone marrow as well, but won't mature until she is able to phagocytose a presentable antigen. She is hoping to find true love and bond with a cell in the lymph. APC number 2 is looking for a cell that she can bind to who won't judge her by her look alone. She will be your shining star. APC number 3 arose from a common myeloid progenitor cell in the bone marrow, as did our previous 2 candidates, but she is not to be confused with her sister cells that patrol the brain and blood. This candidate APC resides in the tissues, gobbling up whatever doesn't belong. She plays an essential role in the innate immune system, but also triggers the adaptive immune response.
Wow, well they all seem like totally awesome potential binding partners. Can I please hear more about them?
Sure, go ahead and ask your question.
Like, okay, can each of you APCs please describe yourself in a sentence?
Yeah, listen, T-baby. You don't need to look any further than me. Like, you know, unlike these people, I'm kind of a big deal. Show me what the problem is, I'll destroy it with my awesome antibodies. We can just sit back and watch my antibodies do the work for us. Yeah, it's pretty good to be the king. Plus, I've got great memory, unlike some of these other cells.
Well, I love my job. I find and eat antigens so then I can bind to naive T cells in the lymph and initiate the immune reaction. I make the body a better place for everyone to live.
I patrol the body, keep everything in line, you know. That's what all these receptors are for. I'm bigger than most of those other wimpy cells, and oh yeah, I eat a lot.
Thank you, APCs. Naive T-cell, do you have another question for our candidates?
Yeah, I do actually. APCs number 2 and 3, can you please describe your favorite proteolytic mechanism?
I can present antigens with either class MHC 1 or 2, so it really depends. The nature of the antigen is the major variable. When a cell has become infected, I use the endogenous pathway, and in this pathway I'm stimulated with interferons, and I perform proteolysis, the hard-hitting immunoproteases. The protein is degraded into a peptide and transported via Tap molecule, where it binds MHC class 1 and rises to the surface. A cytotoxic T cell then comes in, recognizes and binds the antigen, thus killing the cell and saving the day.
Since I am a professional APC, I can degrade proteins via 2 different pathways, which makes me unique compared to most of those other body cells. I personally prefer the other method of antigen degradation, since I primarily present antigens using MHC class 1. My antigen peptides are typically generated in acidified endocytic vesicles that will fuse with the mixed vesicle, rise to the surface where a CD4 positive helper T cell will bind. This CD4 positive helper cell will then release cytokines, activating the B cell to stimulate antibody production. That's basically it, and that made me sound pretty smart, didn't it?
Probably because I am. Wow, thank you for that explanation. I've learned so much today about you both. But I'm kind of confused, which happens a lot, but is APC number 1 capable of these 2 mechanisms as well?
Yeah, all 3 of us can do that. And that doesn't make anybody here incredible. If anyone's incredible, it's going to be me. I'm different from these other 2 cells in that I don't just gobble up everything. That's what keeps me in this incredible shape. I only bind to certain antigens. I'm also incredible because I can secrete antibodies like mad. The really great thing about me is I can create these antigens. I can create a memory of these antigens to protect the body later on.
Well, we are running out of time on our show, Naive T-cells. We have time for one last question.
Okay, well, all right. I do have one more. APC number 2. What do you think your best quality is?
Well, I guess it's just that I'm a really hardworking APC. I don't like to take breaks. I'm always ready to activate the immune system. Protecting the body against infection is my number 1 priority. I just need to find the right naive T cell to bind.
Well, thank you, APCs. I think the naive T-cell would agree with me when I say that we have really learned a lot today. But it is time to choose the professional APC that you will bind to. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm like totally ready now. Okay. It was awesome learning about you all, but I got like a totally bad vibe from APC 1 and 3. Don't get me wrong, they're nice cells and all, just totally not for me. It came off a little self-centered. So I choose candidate number 2 to bind with.